Hey guys, it's Friday. Who's out there? Somebody say hello to me. Hello, hello, hello. I want to talk to some black people. I talk to everybody, but I really want to talk to some black people because I was talking to someone earlier, and I was talking about I have two statues in my house, and both of them is one man and one woman. So the way I have the statues in my house, the man is higher than the woman. The woman sits lower. And when I put the statues up in my house, I did it on purpose. So somebody was in my house and they seen the statues, and I said, you wonder why the man is higher. And I explained because I believe only, but this is just my belief. Only in the black race do we try to belittle our black men. And I'm saying this as a woman who used to be this person, where I felt like we teach each other about being independent, and we all sing these songs about being independent. And you don't really hear no other race where women are boasting about being independent. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't be independent. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is let a man be a man. And we are taking things into our own hand and not wanting our black men to be what they are called to be. I'm not saying not to be independent. So I don't want no woman to get the ideal that Nora Potts came on here telling y'all not to be independent. I really want y'all to be independent. But when we look at other races, black women make probably at least, and I haven't done research in a while because I'm a big person on researching black people. But we make anywhere between $2,000 and $5,000 less than black men a year. White women make 10 to, let me make sure I'm right. The difference in what white women make to white men, there's a large gap in between what black women make to black men. But the gap between what white women make and what black men make, there's like a $5,000 gap there. So we as women, we're so busy trying to do this independent thing and raising our children to be independent and telling our young men, we're losing our young black boys. We're losing them because we want to be strong black women. Again, I am not telling you not to be a strong black woman, but so many things we fall short of. Home ownership. We're not teaching our young black boys to own homes. We're not teaching them to take a stance in life and do things to be on levels higher than what we are today because we're independent. Women, black women, we have to pull back. And I'm not saying be less than, but I'm saying help your brother to be more than. Help black men to be more than. Raise them up like they should be. And I'm not saying they are better than any other race. But we're making them like they're worse than any other race. Sometimes we are our own worst enemies. And I hate to say it because we always felt like we had to fight. We had to prove. We had to do this. But love on your black brother. God put us here to be helpmates. He did not put us here to run the household. I'm saying this as a single black woman, so I'm not acting like I ain't done these things that I'm telling y'all not to do. I can teach y'all how to be single if that's what y'all want to be. I don't want to teach y'all that. I want to teach y'all how to raise our black men to be what they are called to be. That independent trait is driving a lot of black men out of the household. That's the father's job, lead by example. Okay, Vince and Cavante, if I pronounce it right. When you have a real black man, you can't really drive him away because he's going to take his stand as a man in the household. But when we are raising our children as single women and we're raising them, now don't get me wrong, we got two different kind of people in the house. So we got women in the house and we're raising our young girls to be strong, independent women. And we don't need a man and we don't need this, that, and another, and yada, yada. We instill that in our ladies as we grow up. But if we also have men in the house, young men that we are raising as single mothers, and they're seeing us do it, that can go either two ways. That can go two ways. Either they can think, I'm going to make it better for the next woman and the woman in my life. I'm going to be a better man than whoever wasn't in my mom's house. I don't want the next woman to struggle. Or he can sit back and take the back seat and be another lazy dude. Don't get me wrong. I'm not down in our sisters. I'm not. But I'm saying, on average, we are the only race that does not lift up our black men, up our men. We are the only race. I'm not being funny. Check it out. I'm not saying nothing that I ain't researched because I wouldn't get on here and sound like no dummy. But we are the only race that are so busy. We're so busy trying to be independent. We're so busy trying to. That ain't what I want to do. And like I said, I'm single, so I could teach y'all how to be single. And that ain't what I want to do. I want our black men to take a stance. I want us to quit settling for the little things that we settle for. And we let our young boys run around here with their pants down. We let our young boys act like those who weren't taught better than us, who weren't taught the right way. At some point in time, we have to flip the script, y'all. We don't buy houses. I read a status where Cricket put on there where he paid his last mortgage payment today, paid in full. How many black men can say paid in full on a mortgage? How many black families can say paid in full on a mortgage? We're not teaching our children this. We're not teaching them values and self-love. And even if you're educated, the average educated black person still does not make the amount that the average uneducated white person makes. I ain't saying this ain't no race thing. So I don't want y'all to think that when I was sitting here in my house and I was thinking, and talking to someone about the difference in our black men and black women, this is what came to mind. But we have to do better. We must do better. We got to teach our children self-love. We have to teach them how to save, money management. When I let my daughter leave out this house, and I was one of them people I'm talking about. When I let my daughter leave out this house, I had not opened her up a bank account. She did not know how to pay bills. So she called me one day like, Mama, and I'm like, wow, I didn't teach her this. So I made it a point then, because my kids were 3 years apart, to make sure that I taught my son valuable lessons on how to pay bills. How to pay bills. You need to be educated. You need to learn what it takes to be a man in society today. We're losing them. Don't get me wrong. Now watch this when I say this. So I'm talking from my household. Many black women know what you mean, but won't own up to it. Not at all, but many. Not all, but many. And they so busy crowning up and queening up. And you know what? I hate to say this. But a king makes you a queen. A king makes you a queen. So while you run around here talking about, I'm a queen, I'm a queen, I'm a queen. If you don't know God, if God ain't your king, then who made you king? And I'm not going to put this on that level, but when you run around, I'm single. I'm not going to say I'm not a queen, but I'm not going to boast about being a queen when I don't even have a man in my house to sit on the throne. That's kind of crazy to me. But that's just me. Who am I? I'm just saying. That's all I got to say today. I just came here to say women, black women. I'm talking to black folks. And I'm not racist or nothing. But what I'm saying is us as black women need to bow down. We need to humble ourselves. We need to really allow our black men to take Vince says too many queens want to be kings. Well, I hate to say, But it's too many kings that want to be queens too, because we're losing our black kids. We're losing our black kids to same-sex relationships. We're losing them to so many different things in this world, and we don't got, y'all, we got to do better. I'm leaving. I just came to say hello. I hope y'all like my new specs that I got. I like them. But anyway, I'm leaving. I'm out of here. Do better. Let's try to be homeowners. Let's try to work better jobs. And I'm not saying that because I was a CNA all my life, but that's expected for black people. That's what they expect us to do. Do the jobs that nobody else wants to do. And the jobs that we don't want to do, then they're going to pass them down to the Hispanics. Because if you look at the income rankings, you have Asian, you have white, you have black, then you have Hispanic. That's the way it goes. And them Asians, they got it together because they're going to come in everybody's neighborhood and lock down everything and make all the money. Terrence, you want me to invite you in? How do I do? Would invite me. I don't know anything about that, Terrence. But anyway. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. I'll see y'all before next month. Deuces. I'm trying to cut it off and like my hand with it like this.